If there's one thing that I really miss about the old Pokemon games, it's how scary they could be. From Red and Blue all the way to Sword and Shield. There has been no shortage of ghosts appearing in these games, so I'm going to go over each one of these in chronological order, more or less. Starting with, in Pokemon Red and Blue in Lavender Town, you can find a little girl that, if talked to, asks if you believe in ghosts. If you reply with no, she will proceed to tell you that the white hand on your shoulder is just imagination. In Pokemon Diamond and Pearl at the old Chateau, you can find multiple ghosts. The first one being a little girl. If you enter the fourth room from the left, you can observe a little girl in the room adjacent to yours, walking out the door with no actual walk animations, almost as if she's floating. If you try to follow her, she will already have disappeared. If you move on to the dining hall, there's a chance that an old man will appear sitting across from you at the dining table. If you try to move closer, he will start floating away, leaving the screen and disappearing. If you try following him there, the kitchen will be empty. Next up, we have the ghost on Route 217 in Sinnoh. There is a house that, if entered, greets the player with a fairly normal sight. There will be a woman standing in the middle of the room that, if talked to, says, "A person? A rare sight. Thank you for visiting. A gift." The player will then receive a spell tag. If you then proceed to leave and re-enter the home, the woman will have disappeared. This is a reference to the Yuki Onna type of ghosts, which have the form of a beautiful woman appearing during snowstorms. Moving on to Pokemon Black and White, we have the mystery of the girl that appears on the Marvelous Bridge. If the player interacts with this girl, she will suddenly disappear, causing a surprised reaction from the person standing next to her. Talking to this old lady in the bridge gate to the east will tell you that there was a little girl playing with her Abra around this place before the bridge was built, implying that she disappeared or died or something bad happened to her. In Black and White 2, there's a location called the Strange House. In the Strange House, the seemingly same little girl from Black and White 1 starts appearing and disappearing while leaving cryptic messages, such as an everlasting dark dream, an endless dream of darkness, Dad, Mom, Abra, where are you? In the dark dream I heard my dad's voice. Forget about the lunar wing, please stay here with me. Oh, the lunar wing. I can't take it now, but it'll be okay. Please return the wing to the Pokemon. I was waiting on the bridge, so I could return it myself. So, what does this mean? The lunar wing is an item linked to the legendary Pokemon Cresselia, a feather that glows like the moon. It's said to possess the power to dispel nightmares. And which Pokemon that's the opposite to Cresselia causes nightmares? It's Darkrai. It's almost always Darkrai or Drifloon or Abra or Hypno. So what happened is that Darkrai somehow killed the little girl by sending her into eternal nightmares. While her family tried to save her with the lunar wing, that sadly didn't work. So the ghost of the girl hung around the bridge, trying to return the wing to Cresselia. This is also the location in Black and White 2, where if you go there with the lunar wing, you can catch Cresselia. That is crazy. Moving on to Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. In the cutscene before fighting the ghost type leader Phoebe, a strange ghost girl appears behind her twice. And as scary as this could be, this is probably just a mistake on Game Freak's end. And now the one that probably everyone already knows. In Lumiose City, you can find two creepy hex maniacs. The first one can be spotted in the Rishisim Hotel, standing at the far end of the 4th floor. You can talk to her and she'll tell you, "Don't talk to me. If you do, I won't hear the elevator." The other one that is far more notorious can be found in one of the office buildings along the North Boulevard. If you move up to the 2nd floor, the following cutscene will play. In the Sun and Moon demo at Hau'oli City, you can talk to this woman who will tell you that she's nervous about sailing away, but asks you for your support. If you cheer her on, she will hand you a comet shower as thanks before leaving towards the gate. While moving towards the gate, a Machamp passes in front of her, and she'll disappear. At the trainer school in Ultra Sun and Moon, you can find this little girl at night that is accompanied by a Driftloon, and I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything at all. It's always the Driftloons, I'm just saying, who ask you to solve the 7 mysteries around the school. Once you do that, she will give you a pair of wise glasses before being interrupted by a guard. While the guard talks to the player, the girl disappears and the guard will comment on how you've been alone this entire time. For our final entry, in Sword and Shield you can find this little girl named Paula that asks you to deliver a love letter to a boy named Frank in Balloon Leah. The letter itself looks strangely old. Upon arriving at Balloon Leah, you can find an old man named Frank. You hand him the love letter and he recognizes Paula as being his childhood friend who at one point fell very ill. Paula decided to hide away from Frank due to her sickness, which caused him to get into a fight, and Frank moved away shortly after, without ever resolving their fight. The old man asks whether old Paula is alright, to which you can either reply with "she looked well" or silence. Upon returning to the location of the little girl, she will have disappeared, and the player can find a piece of Reaper cloth at the spot where she once stood. And with that we probably have every ghost in the mainline Pokemon games. This just goes to show that despite Game Freak having gotten quite a bit lazy with, well, every release after X and Y, they still have some of that sauce that they used to have. And with that I thank you for watching. If you liked this video, I would really appreciate a like and a subscribe, and if I missed anything just let me know in the comments and I'll be ashamed about it.
Oi.